Baker with Baker DMM. This is our video digest newsletter. Topic of today's newsletter is going to be managing money is like lifting weights. And before I jump into our discussion, I want to read you a quote. Quote states, "To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear." And that was by Buddha. And I thought it was a great quote to lead into our video today. And just like in that quote, talking about how our financial health is so important and really to our mental well-being, our spiritual well-being, and so many different other areas of our life. And like with that quote, if you change some words around and you say to keep your finances in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. So really, if you think about your body, your finances, they're both very similar. And just like you have to lift weights to stay healthy, or at least you should be. I mean, all of us should be exercising, taking care of our physical health, whether that's walking or running or jogging or lifting weights or going to aerobics or doing yoga, whatever that may be, whatever you're playing on a team sport, whatever that may be, whatever the physical activity is that you're participating, whatever your body will physically allow you to do. I mean, that's just so important for all of us. And, there's probably some people that might not be as active as they should be. I know in different parts of the world, there's different epidemics and concerns about obesity and just a number of other things. And some of that might have to do with the foods that we eat, particularly more in first world countries and processed food, and everybody being on the go and needing quick and easy things to eat. But, of course, we need to watch our diets, actually the food that we're eating and what we're drinking, but we all should be physically active. And when you compare it to your financial health, it's very much the same thing. Day in and day out, just like you should be taking care of your body and exercising, day in and day out, you should be taking care of your finances. That means checking your financial position, checking your bills and their due dates. When is the next bill set due? Making sure all your auto pays are set up. Reconciling your receipts, keeping track of your receipts, keeping track of your expenses. And maybe you're not logging in every single day, but maybe it's once or twice a week you're logging in to check your financial accounts, checking your checking account, your savings account, your credit card accounts. And then you're going back and taking this data and this information and you're reconciling your receipts to your bank statement to make sure that you're not getting charged for things that you shouldn't be getting charged for and that they're charging you for the correct amounts. And I mean, this is a day in and day out, all year round, thing that we should all be doing. Now, for me personally, I'm really fortunate. When I was probably about 13 years old, my brother got me into to exercising and lifting weights. I think at the time he was in high school, and I'm been just really blessed and fortunate in my life because I took on to it. He showed me the ropes. He got me into it. He taught me what to do, and then luckily I just kept doing it. Even through middle school, high school, a lot of times in college, people fall off and, they start doing other things or they want to go out and socialize and party and have fun and, they're not playing sports anymore. So they just say, well, I don't need to go to the gym anymore. And for me, I kept going and that's just how I'm programmed, and right before I went to college, my dad taught me how to reconcile my checkbook, make sure that I'm keeping an eye on what's going in and out of my accounts. And that's continued with me probably since I've been, 17, 18 years old up until now, over 20 years, regularly been doing that, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world, just get out there and do it. It's not difficult work. A lot of times it's busy work, but you just have to put in the time. You have to have the discipline, the organization, the discipline to get in and just do it and monitor these things. And by doing that, you're protecting yourself from unauthorized or fraudulent transactions. And then and you're also keeping an eye on your position. And by knowing your position, that helps you make more informed financial decisions. And one thing to keep in mind, everybody should be doing this. You should be taking care of your physical health. You should be taking care of your financial health. And one point I'd like to make, particularly for the people that we help, is that for people that are aging and people with disabilities, they unfortunately might have a different outlook on these things. They might not be able to do some of these things, unfortunately. If they have a physical or cognitive impairment, whereas a normal, healthy human being that does not have a cognitive or physical impairment, they can go out and physically exercise. They can go out and manage their day-to-day finances. But what about those people that might not be able to do that? Well, that's another area where we come in and help. We can be that extra set of eyes and ears and hands to help these people get through these day-to-day financial tasks. And as that quote in Buddha says, if you don't do it, if someone's not keeping up with their physical health, it's going to not do well with their mind. And if the same thing, if someone's not able or is not managing their financial health, same thing, it's going to affect the mind. And we run into a lot of people that are older, people with disabilities that just are in such distress because they cannot do these things, and it just eats away at them. It's constantly on their mind, and they're constantly worried about getting online, monitoring their accounts, paying their bills. Did I get that document? Did I review? Did I get that piece of mail? Do I have everything signed? Do I have all my legal? A million and one things cross through these people's minds, and having a resource, having a financial services company, having someone to come in and help them do these things it's just such a blessing for them. And time again, I get that from people, that they're just so grateful. And a lot of times, particularly with people that might have Parkinson's or they're stroke victims, these people, I mean, they flat out say, look, I don't know what I would do without you. And it's just, very rewarding. And, so keep that in mind when you're out in the community, wherever you live, wherever you are, that there are services out there that can help these people, that might not be able to do these things on their own, like daily money management, and see if there's a financial services firm like a Baker DMM in your community. If not, reach out to us, and we can try to help, or if not, we can hopefully find someone that's local in your area to help these people. So if you found this information interesting or helpful, please feel free to share it on your social media channels. This could be with your family, your friends, whoever you think might benefit from viewing the information. If you ever have a question you'd like for me to answer directly in one of our newsletters, go to our website, www.bakerdmm.com. Scroll to the bottom, fill out your information, write a few sentences, and I'll try to answer that in one of our upcoming newsletters. If you ever like to get my help personally and directly, quickest and easiest way is to go to our website. At the top of the page, you'll see a phone number as well as a request an appointment button. And if you'd like to book a direct phone consulting session, scroll to the bottom and click on the PayPal button. Enter your information, and with any of these options, I'll be in touch with you in 24 to 48 hours to confirm and schedule our appointment. Until then, I will talk to you all soon.